yeah, I told myself to upload a video every 2 days, and I want to be consistent with this, as consistent as possible. Yesterday, at the moment, I have very stressful days generally, so it's tough, but I will upload this video. So at least every 2 days I have uploaded it since beginning to work on my channel again. Yeah, about the language, I'm sorry if I still am looking sometimes for certain words in English. It's my first language. I think from how I was able to practice it in my life, it should be maybe a bit better, but yeah, it is what it is. I live in Germany, so I speak German most of the time. Yeah, will soon change this, and then I will practice my English more, and probably I will learn some more vocabulary still, so that I am fluent in English and I don't have to think about the words that I'm looking for. Yes, so obviously on the last topic, this won't be the last time I talked about it, as I think especially for a male, modern man is not the right word, but for a spiritual man who wants to live in his full potential, to live a fulfilled life, to bring his gift into the world. I think this is one very, very important subject, and I couldn't mention everything in the video. Obviously, there are certain breathing practices to circulate the sexual energy in your body, and yeah, other ways, other things that are more important, like, for example, how to have the discipline to do it. And there we come to the subject I want to talk about today. Slowly, I will go also through different kind of methods that I could use on my way, that are important now in my life and that have been important for my growth. But I also, in the beginning, obviously, I want to make a sort of a, now I'm looking for the word again. Like, if you have a picture, I want to like build, make a building around the picture, ja, einen Rahmen, you say in Germany. And I think one of the most important thing in your life and on your journey, on a fulfilled life, on self-development, on growth, on, living your full potential, is discipline. You won't be able to make it without discipline. And I think you can't be a happy person without discipline anyway. We are born into this world, and we are actually taught or mirrored that it's easy to be happy quickly, like the quick dopamine shots, like ordering a pizza, sleeping 2 hours longer, taking hot showers instead of cold showers, watching reality TV instead of reading a book. And I'm not saying I'm not a perfectionist, maybe I don't think perfectionism is in a way healthy, and I'm not saying that what I'm talking about is something I totally mastered, and everything I'm talking about are things that I still work on my daily habit, on my daily routine, and on my daily life, and I still have setbacks and stuff like this. But yeah, generally I would say I wouldn't have come anywhere without a certain discipline that I need to have in my life. And I also think I couldn't be happy at all. I would be pretty depressed without discipline. I have depressed moments in my life. They always come after I had a fallback, either of drinking alcohol, which really doesn't suit me at all, for example, or other stuff. And then I also lose discipline. And because of those things together, the fallback and no discipline, I'm unhappy. So I think it's for human happiness, especially for any male and female happiness, I think discipline is quite an important, and for self-development and everything, is quite an important tool. What helped me develop real discipline? I would say the thing that helped me the most was sport. I've always been a sporty person. I loved sport in school. It was fun to me. But obviously, once you get older, once you go out to party and stuff like this, you lose it a bit. Yeah, at some point, being disciplined might not be the coolest thing. Or in my mind was young for a very long time. I would say my mind grew up with about 26, 27. So for me, it was not cool to be disciplined. In a way, yeah, I learned certain things before. I was very goal oriented in some stuff, but yeah. Yeah, and sports, especially sport that I loved, and also developing my body, developing my health. This was the key thing, or one of the key things that built discipline inside in me. I obviously, it is a bit ego driven. Ego is also a bit ego driven, not, but ego is involved. Obviously, you want to feel good, you want to look good, you want people to see you good, to see you as attractive, and therefore, it's yeah, you have more chances if you're disciplined with your health, with your body, and so on. And but also obviously it brings you real and natural dopamine to be happy after a workout, to be happy, yeah. And yes, my main sport at the moment is kickboxing and Thai boxing. And I want to be good at it, and I want to develop there as well. And I also, it gives me a great feeling of life if I finished my 1.5 or 1 hour of Thai boxing or kickboxing every morning. And that way, yeah, it's necessary for me to be happy, to be disciplined. From this, I think what I learned is the habit of going to work out, and the habit then of eating a healthy thing after it, or eating healthy the day of working out. It showed me that building habits, healthy habits, is a key to growth and development. So if you say you work out for an hour a day, why not spending time on growth for 1 hour a day? Things like meditating, shadow work, stuff like this. There is another part that is, yeah, for example, I mean, it's crazy, but it helps me. A key thing for me was to take a cold shower every morning. I can just, like, what do you do if you take a cold shower every morning? The hardest part of your day is done. Like, nothing will cost you as much as just going under this cold shower, and having done this right after waking up, or right after, if I wake up, do sport, and right after this I do a cold shower. Then the hardest part of the whole day is done, and everything else will feel a lot easier. This is generally a way of thinking that I developed that includes discipline, that it actually can be joyful to do the hard stuff. As I said, I'm still learning from those things that I'm saying as well, because I hate bureaucracy. I am even happy once I finish bureaucracy, but this is something, for example, I really, really need to drag myself in doing. And even if I do it, it's okay, but I hardly ever do it. So there is still some growth for me to do. But I think being able to build healthy habits for your growth, for your fulfilled life every day, and drag yourself to do those things, they're necessary. And as I said, if you, like, this also has growth. Like, if you start with 1 or 2 tough habits for you, or disciplined habits for you, then at some point they will feel easy. So you can make 3, so you can make 4. So at some point, nearly your whole day are parts of you being disciplined, and this discipline making you happy, and it fulfilling your life more and more. Yeah, I would say sport, cold showers helped me a lot. Also, I try to, I wouldn't say I fast in a conscious way, but I really depends on how social my day is. If I'm at work and I need to be social, then I eat at like 2 the first time in the day. But if I actually am totally, which I'm not in the moment, but which obviously is a future goal, to be most of the time really independent from everyone, because it's just not a very nice feeling to go to eat and everyone is eating, and you've just had finished 1.5 hours of sport before, and then you need to watch people eat and don't eat. I sometimes do that, but it depends. You need to be the kind of person for it or not. But if I'm totally on my own, I'm totally independent from anyone else, it's enough for me to eat just after 5, 6 o'clock the first time, and maybe even only eat once a day. That way it gives you a certain hunger the whole day, which makes you even more disciplined, and also gives you, makes the hard things even easier for you. I think that's pretty much all I have to say today about discipline. Try to create healthy habits. Try to realize that once you finish something you thought that was going to be tough, it makes you even more fulfilled. And also try always to realize, once you go on this mission to where you have been like a month ago or 2 months ago, ice bath is another example of this. Like if I go to the ice bath for 1 week, I can make a minute. After 1 week, I can already nearly make 2 minutes, and it's joyful. Like, it's not this, the first moment is always tough, but then once you're in, you have done it. Then it's about breathing, relaxing, and you're doing something good to you. So try to build this inner strength to do hard things and to enjoy doing hard things that actually make yourself more fulfilled and